Come see this in 1578. Ethnostate acceptance, who provokes who, Primarchs explained. This is a series where I summarize rantatonne posts made up of at least 3 things I have read, seen, or heard. First question, isn't calling Israel uncivilized anti-Semitic? This post features somebody who points out that there's this person who was not born in England, they speak English, so they work and pay taxes, contribute to English society, they were fully assimilated into the English culture, so they're not ethnically English, but England is their home. I generally agree with that sentiment. Ancestry is historical, which does not equal nationality, which is political, which does not equal ethnicity, which is biological. You can change nationality, and generally a combination of these 3 inform how one identifies, lives, and exists culturally in the present, regardless of their ethnicity. But this person had this response to somebody who was telling Rishi Sunak, who was Prime Minister of the UK, that this is England, it isn't your home. So they were saying, ethno-nationalism has no place in a civilized society. But keeping that in mind, let's say Rishi Sunak's family was somehow in Israel instead of the UK, and he was born there, he'd fully assimilated into the culture, he was speaking Hebrew, he worked and paid taxes, was contributing to the Israeli society. Do you think he could be elected as a prime minister in that country? Does she consider Israel to be uncivilized? Probably not, since she also posted that Keir Starmer, the current prime minister, recognition of Palestine is like signing the death warrant for Israel. Next question, are the intelligence agencies chaos bringers? I'll probably include every episode of Provoked for the time being in this Come See This Thing series. I don't buy into this whole claim that Daryl Cooper and Scott Horton are anti-Semitic by them criticizing what the Israeli government is doing, but there are some people who take that whole thing too far. Oh, the Jews are controlling all these things. Some of these same people are the ones who would accurately look at issues in the black community and say that no, it is not slavery that did this. It is not white supremacy that did this. These are things within your culture. These are still decisions being made within your culture. This comes down to parenting within your communities. You're the ones who are choosing to actually live in this way. They look at the things happening in women and say, no, it's not a patriarchy keeping you down. Women are choosing to do certain things. Women prefer certain things. There's actual choice in there. Women can do these things for themselves if they want to say that these are things that have to be done for women. But when it comes to the Western proliferati and illiterati that make up the state governments and other positions of power and just the general population, who's actually making the decisions? You're telling me that supposedly with, 0.2% of the global population of 8 billion people being Jews, they can somehow control the United States of America governments, both the parties somehow? This is what you're trying to tell me? Just like I think it's kind of ridiculous to think that white people, who are around 10 to 15% of the world's population, are supposedly responsible for all the negative things happening in all the rest of the world. No, that's not how these things go down. Last question, have you been introduced to the grimdark genre? The British Empire might be done, but the Imperium of Man remains unchanged and it is mired in war. We'll finish this section off talking about Warhammer 40k and focusing on the Primarchs. And the Primarchs are these like superior beings, and that's how some people seem to think the world is. The white people are these superior beings, and then the chaos is the Jewish influence coming into the white people that control the rest of the world. That's not how chaotic the world is. Some humans think states are needed to combat chaos, then states have agents that sow chaos that results in humans thinking we need more state power, but we can identify that and counter it.